So, what is happening here today? Leila, Emmanuel, what is going on? Seriously?
Sorry.
I'm tired, hungry, and famished.
You? What is yours?
Got stolen.
Okay, you know what? I know the right thing for all three of you.
You can't go what now?
Give me 1 minute.
Don't worry, we're in the same category.
Your phone again. So my phone got stolen.
It just went blackouts.
What are you doing?
What's this?
I am giving you guys life.
You're giving us.
How is this run?
Shut up and wait for
Why are
it.
you putting this in a box format?
I'm trying to put it in front of all of us, man. Isn't that where we're sitting? Okay. So, get ready
I hope this thing does not get gas or recruit.
for perfection. You know you have to pour yourself first.
I know, in case we all die.
If
we
you
dey
die,
first.
I say pour yourself first, I not say drink first. This is the secret to a good
Why
and
is this
healthy
thing
life.
having bubbly thing? It looks nice.
It is. Maybe it is life. This is the newest and hottest energy
Did you
drink out
just
there.
1 can 4 cups?
That is quite sufficient. You see, 1 can even serve up to 4 people.
You tried?
That is why I'm saying this.
Almost she
It's
decided to
life.
fill her glass.
This. Are you guys seeing it? I know right after this you're going to jump to the supermarket to go and buy it. Eh? Are you seeing her? But
What is this one again? Let me see this.
take a sip. It will answer all your questions. Just take a sip. All of you, take a sip.
Is it gonna bring my phone back?
Take a sip. Take a sip.
Wow.
I told you we are all funders.
Yo, it's actually really good.
Not only that.
They said same job.
Damn.
This is an energy drink.
Now you said I still didn't get. Oh, okay.
Caribbean energy drink.
Yo,
Green apple
can
flavor.
I see that? This
Yo.
wow. Carabao energy drink.
Oh, this
That's
is
so
amazing.
Do you guys
Wow.
have you guys seen it before?
Nah, like this is the first time I'm actually.
It's because right now it's not that much in Gambia,
seeing it. Okay.
but you know it's at least it's here now. So
Is it like imported or like is it a natural like a national company?
No, I think it's not made in Gambia.
it's not made in Gambia actually.
Wow.
It's a good drink. I like it.
It is an international drink. my
Wow,
brother.
I think a lot of people
Well,
should
one
get to
can
know.
drink can.
You see this one? How this 1 can drink is sufficient for all 4 of us?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
That is just how strong it is.
Wow.
This, when I say this is life, I mean this is life.
It is.
So,
No, I still don't have my phone, but it's okay. It's good. It tastes good. I don't have my phone.
wait, what happened to your phone?
I got robbed.
You got what?
Why
What?
are these?
When?
You got robbed?
Okay, why are these rob cases serious? Like, you're not just the first victim I've had that from. I've had like from a gazillion people in the Gambia. Like, this is not the Gambia that used to
Gazillion
be.
is not a word.
Girl, you know what I'm talking about.
Wait, seriously?
No.
Wait, seriously, what happened to you?
So, Thursday when we were going home together.
Yeah, from the beach.
Yeah, when it was raining.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like around 8 and I already reached my junction. Because I took a car from Tutie, so I already reached my junction. But it was raining, and the lights were off. So then it was dark. But the thing was, there were people sitting at the junction and there were people sitting at the shop.
Okay.
So my junction is just like, let's say, 3-minute walk. I just had to walk. So I was going, so I think I just went to the dark area. So I was like trying to walk really fast. And it was raining, so I heard footsteps of people running behind me. So I thought, okay, maybe these people, they're just running past, going to the shop or going somewhere. Because people normally do that in our area, they just run around. Not knowing these people are actually thieves. So when they were running behind me, I heard the footsteps, but I couldn't see anyone. So I just moved to the side to kind of give them space. And I don't know what happened, but I just suddenly got grabbed and I was bumped to the wall.
What?
And then the thing was, I hear these cases are happening, but I'm like, that's never gonna happen until it actually happens to you. Where I was, I didn't know, I was screaming. To me, I was screaming so loud. One of them, he was a bulky guy, so he restrained me from the back and then he held me tight. The other one, he was pulling my back. The funny thing was, these people, they aren't actually wearing clothes. They're just wearing like boxer shorts. So I was screaming. The other guy, he just put his hand in my back, in my mouth, and he was like, shut up, and Wolof. He was like, knock it. And I was just screaming, and then light came. So when light came, the other guy, he put his hand in my bag and took my phone. By then I was having my laptop. So I was scared because I was like, I haven't had a laptop in a really long time and I just got this. So if this laptop is gone and my phone, I actually don't have anything to do my schoolwork with or anything. So this guy put his hand in my phone and took my bag. By then the lights came on. So then they threw me at the floor. So I was on the floor and I was shocked. I didn't know what to do. I turned and then I saw these two bulky guys. One had dreads, the other one, he was really bulky. I couldn't see anything. And then they ran back. Like two naked guys wearing just shorts, like boxer shorts. So to me, it's like either you would have gotten robbed or if those lights didn't come on when they did, I would have gotten raped or worse. So I had to run back to the junction. And I was like, couldn't you guys hear me? I was shouting, I got robbed, I was shouting, couldn't you guys hear me? And the boys that sit at the junction, like, you don't even know what type of people they are. You don't know whether they're junkies or what, they smoke and everything, so you don't know. So they're like, oh, we didn't hear you. One boy he actually lives near our area, he was like, I heard someone screaming, but I wasn't sure. To me, he's like, is this a plan or what? Because I am screaming at the top of my lungs. I know I'm screaming because I'm scared to death. It's like, nobody can help me at that point. This is happening to me. Nobody can get to me. No one can help me. There are people sitting right there. Like, you're sitting just right there. You couldn't hear me. You couldn't come to help me. I was there the whole time. I was scared. I was on the floor. My wig was scattered. I had scars all over. I was scared. I had bruises.
Is it the reason why you're wearing this top?
Do you know
Like, it's hot.
I can't walk on the road without thinking, is someone going to come behind me? Someone going to grab me? I get that constant fear. It's not even me. It's in my mind. That trauma is in my mind. Like, even if I hear somebody running in front of me, I'm scared. Because I'm like, are you going to grab me? Are you going to hurt me? Or what is going to happen? It's just in me now. I can't even walk straight.
So have you gone, like, did you go to the police or did you talk to your
mom? I was so
mom?
scared. I couldn't move. When I got home, I just had to sleep on the bed. My mom had to massage me the entire time because my body was aching. It was physically aching. Imagine how dead ass skinny I am. A bulky guy as big as that. You had to manhandle me, bang me on the wall, restrain me and throw me to the floor. Imagine. I don't know what type of person you are, but you should know this is wrong. You couldn't feel that what you're doing is wrong? Is this not wrong to you?
And you didn't recognize them?
I can't recognize them, but I know those people are people from my area. Because for you to know exactly where to look and you to know the time I'm coming home, because it's 8, it's not that dark. It was just because it was raining. Like, no one could come to my aid at that time. Like, how bad is the security of this country? That's how scared I can't even go out without thinking, is something going to happen to me?
I know, we all like
now
that.
I have to have protection on me all the time.
That constant fear, aside from just being robbed or something, like walking around 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock right now, you get so scared because you just don't know who might be behind your back.
Because people have things to do by that time
like,
too.
I'm really scared right now walking, especially my end. You all know how dark it is. And like, guys are always smoking weed. I'm like, everybody, like, out of someone isn't in their correct senses at that particular time. You might know me, I might know you, but you're not thinking wisely at that moment. And you just come, like, it's not about robbing, it's just about me and my body. Like, are you going to rape me? How are you going to leave me after rape? Like, are you going to stab me to death? Like, we've been hearing serious.
That's it. You don't know,
Like,
because you hear people say so
yes,
many times,
this is happening.
I got robbed. And then, trust me, you will not know how this feels unless it has happened to you.
Okay.
Because you were like, oh, it's something funny. Unless something like that has been happening to you, now it's in your mind the whole entire time. You're scared. You can't do shit.
Like,
do you know how useless I felt? I couldn't
like
do
that
anything to save
moment,
myself.
Like that, the day before yesterday or some days back, I can't remember. You know when my phone got stolen like last year, through our window, and the $26,000 that was stolen. The next day, like they sold the $26,000 the next day in our house, like not my house but our neighbor's house, and the other neighbor, our other neighbor on the far right, they sold her phone. Like since then, I've been in this constant fear, especially when they're like, when these thieves are coming or robbers, they like throw juju on you and like your body is numb. Like for the longest time, I've had sleep paralysis because I started believing like, okay, a thief might come and throw that juju on me or stuff like that voodoo, and I won't be able to wake up. And like most of the time, my mind is awake, but I can't get up from bed. I'll be like, okay, I will hear a noise. Immediately I hear a noise, like I'll get scared, I'll get numb, like I wouldn't know what to do. That is how bad this thing is. People think it's a joke. People think that it doesn't affect us mentally and emotionally, but they are wrong. Like, I don't know.
I don't think people think it's a joke. But the thing is, like what Tutie said, you wouldn't know until it happens to you, right?
You would know.
Experience is the best teacher. But I am sure, like from just listening to her, I know I don't want to go through that. From listening to you, I know I don't want to go through that. Because, my sister told me a while back, remember the time that all those protests and stuff were happening? About that Usman's case at Serifunda? My sister's friend Aminata, she was coming from work. Can you imagine? She was coming from work at Westwood. She was taking a car. Then a group of boys came to attack her. They beat her up, took her bag, everything inside. She even had to be hospitalized.
Oh my god, that just reminds me of Olika.
Like the kind of shit that is happening in our country, right? If this continues, we cannot even leave our houses to go for classes. Emmanuel, we have class from 5 to half 7. Right? If these kind of things happen, before by half 7 to get a car from our school is really hard, so we have to walk to Westfield. By the time we walk to Westfield, before we get there, it's already after 8. We go and stand at Westfield looking for a tipper garage car. The traffic is blocked. It's hard to get a car. Before we get to home, it's already after 9. So if these kind of things keep happening, how are our parents even supposed to leave us to go out, even to learn?
I actually know of a woman that she was coming from work. She works at a restaurant, right? So, she just got out of the restaurant and took a taxi. And turns out that taxi was, an orchestrated plan. It was a robbery plan, basically. The driver, the passengers, they were all robbers. So she was the only one inside that taxi that was female. They were all male and they were all robbers. They beat her and they took everything she had and they dropped her at some random place. Till today, it still affects her subconscious. Every taxi, even during daytime, if she wants to take a taxi, she's always looking, she's always, thinking twice about taking the taxi. I don't think it's a good thing, as a Gambian.
It's not good.
The worst thing is,
not.
it's actually Gambians doing these things. It's not even foreigners. If we're okay,
no,
people are coming outside.
You can't just say that. You can't just say that. The more people that are coming in, the lesser, there's no work. Let me tell you, there's no work. People are not having money. The country is
not
dry.
having work does not give you an excuse.
I'm not giving an excuse. But if you have all that, they contribute. You have drug abusers. You have these things all contribute down back to all that stealing, because they need to make money.
Okay, now listen.
So
No, I'm not. No, look, I condemn thieves, but I'm just saying. No, I'm just saying.
Even without religion letting you know, stealing is wrong.
Yeah, I know.
Even without
morally,
as a human
wrong.
being,
Ethically,
for
it's
you
wrong.
to do something like that, you must have passed beyond being emotionally or being even thinking like a human being. You must have. Do you know the courage it takes for you to do something like that? You must have passed your normal human being state of thinking like a normal person. Do you know how wrong that is? You don't need religion or an older person to tell you that. It's wrong. Do you know how I felt at that moment? No, all jokes aside, I swear to God, till now, I don't even want to go out at night. I don't even want to go on the road and a stranger talk to me. I don't want to talk back, like, I don't want to hear anything. I just want to be at home and safe. I don't even know if I'm even safe at home. Do you know how scary that is? They ask me and I tell them this happened to me, but they're like, oh, your phone just got stolen. What the hell, man? I could have gotten raped. Do you know how scared I was?
Okay, people get... Okay, it's not about the material aspect we're talking here. It's about the emotional and the mental state, which people most of the time tend to forget. Like, one of my friends recently, she entered inside a car with her and her friend, but the passenger seat and the driver, like the passenger seat was already occupied and the driver was driving. So they entered the car. It's normal, like broad day, like, man, just taking car, you get, like, you're just entering a car, then you're having your fun. 1 minute, then you just tell the driver, driver, I'm getting down. I want to get down here. Then the driver doesn't even look at you. He starts driving like Fast and Furious something. He starts driving really fast. Then you're there, driver, mania watcher, like, driver, I'm getting down, driver, I'm getting down. Then he's not paying attention to you. The more you talk, the more the faster he drives. Then this girl, they was so scared, even when I saw her, like, even when she was like tweeting it all over Twitter, I felt it for her, because I didn't know what was going on. So the only thing she could do, and I'm like, I don't know who gave her the amazing idea. This is like, she was so brave enough. She just had to open the car, like she had to open the doors of the car and like drop down. Like she had to like, how do you call it? She had like to roll down in the middle of the road where cars were going to and fro. Like, that was the most scariest thing anybody could ever do. That was a... Like,
take that instance you just stated, for example, and like the story I gave. Don't you think that person could have used that car as a taxi and make way much more than he would have made from just robbing?
No, but some people, it's the mental... Okay.
You know,
that's why I agree with you.
Stealing and robbing are two different things, right? Look, when someone goes to your house where you are sleeping and takes something, you know, when you wake up, you know your property is gone, right? Yeah. The only thing that will hurt is that, okay, my property is gone. A thief came. The worst thing that could happen to you is somebody coming into your, like somebody meeting you on the road, doing what they did to Tutie. Look at her. Tutie has always been the most energetic person with you. She's always been so happy. Woman, I'm talking. Yeah. She's always been so happy and she's always been so Tutie, right? But now look at her. Her spirit is dead. Everything about her is dead. The moment anywhere she goes to, the first thing she thinks about is, I have to go home. I have to go home before it gets late. So if shit like that happens, what is going to happen to us as a country?
Have you ever felt tired during a rigorous daily routine? Well, there is an instant solution. Carabao Energy Drink gives you a refreshing energy boost to push you an extra mile. Get ready to bring it on with an instant energy in a can. Available now on PixShure mobile app for just $30. Order for a pack today at a discounted rate at Trisp Africa, and we will deliver to you right away.
Quoting Queenie Quotes. A book by Annie Elizabeth Lusac. This book is divided into 4 sections: battles, success, self-love, and relationships. Each section is inspirational and powerful. Grab a copy today for only $100. For booking and more detailed information, call the number on the screen or use the PixShure mobile app. Quoting Queenie Quotes, 200 motivational quotes for queens.
We thought that we after everything that happened to us for 22 years, right? We had a change of government. We said no more of what? We complain about all the bad things the last president did to us. Now it is us, the citizens, that are doing it to each other. Like, how are we never gaining? We are making it worse than it was before.
You know, like one thing people don't get is like they think everybody walking on the road is a sane person. And most of us are not sane. Most of us are actually insane. And this is the problem people have. Gambia has not gone to the level of understanding human psychology. You understand? There are some people that just through, okay, they don't like robbing people, like it's not part of them, but it's just something that drives them. It's the psychology. Oh no, we are going to the psychology mind. And also, there's some people, like, they could have any woman or any man they could want to be with instead of rape.
You know what? At least the president before this one, I don't care. He killed people, that's wrong. But at least he instilled fear that there was security. Even though whatever he did was wrong, at least there was fear in people that you don't do things like this. What is this president doing? What is going on?
Okay, let me just make this point.
Maybe your family is safe, but what about other people's family?
People, yeah.
People who voted for you.
At the end of the day, it all comes down to bad government and people with a bad mindset, to be honest.
What about my younger siblings? What about other people's younger siblings?
It's not that like rape and this robbery, even in the market. You know what is going on in the market? You just maybe have your last $300. You're going to the market to like buy duga, you go and buy your shopping so you can feed your kids with your last $300. You go buy stuff and someone is literally following you or stalking you through the market. You go and buy your stuff. Then you just stop to maybe buy jumbo, you buy your black pepper and those type of stuff. Then you put like your shopping bag down. Someone goes with this, they buy the exact shopping bag, put inside a paper, like they put inside carton boards or anything, or they just buy small stuff and put it. Then when you're standing and talking to the guy selling stuff, the vendor, he just comes and interchange. The person comes and interchange. You go home with just a carton board.
You know what I think is also a problem? You know, from what you just said and from her story, right? You see that other people
are watching
and they are not helping. We as a country want to develop. How can you see your fellow human being in trouble, or you see somebody hurting them and you sit down and mind your business as if they were doing it to your sibling, your father, your mother, your sister, your brother? Would you sit down and watch it happen? Would you do the same?
No, but some people, you know, the thing is people don't understand one thing, is that the moment we all stand up together, that's the moment people will stop doing this kind of acts.
It's simple, Leila. It's very simple. Now you know what is happening in your country. You know how unsafe it is. If the government cannot help you to keep you safe, okay, then we have to stand up for each other. We have to help each other, protect each other. If you see something happening to somebody, don't be quiet. Say something about it.
Speak up,
say something about it. If you know that your junction is not safe or your area is not safe, at least get night patrol or something.
Yeah, you know, I was thinking about something.
Keep them safe. That's
there
all
are
you have to
these
do.
boys in our area that just sit at the campaign. You get,
because they know that other people won't do it, so they do it. Like, help yourselves.
Why can't you just all contribute as a neighborhood? Like each house, each particular house, pay $200. We know it's not an estate. Manja is not an estate, obviously, but that's where most of the crimes are happening. It's just next to Serapunda. So every house should pay at least $200. Even if you can't afford it, pay the least you could have. Give it to these boys. Let them keep your area safe, because they literally watch the whole night. Like they are always up the whole night.
Camping.
You know, the truth of the matter is there's nothing justified about taking another person's thing, whether psychologically or due to circumstance or whatever, because you were trying to justify it earlier.
I wasn't. No, I
let me-
wasn't.
okay, I understand, but let me make this point right. If you feel like you're not capable of living with fellow Homo sapiens, if you feel like if you feel like you're not in the normal state, then I feel like you should report yourself to the authorities.
What the hell?
If you say it's a psychological thing, if you say they don't mean to do it, firstly, if you don't mean to do something and it's just a mistake or something, right? If it's happening, you know that it's happening to you, don't mean to do it, you know that you still do it, right? If it's really against your own will, Leila, you will do something about it. Even if you don't take yourself to the police, you will take yourself to your family members, tell them what's happening to you, tell them to help you.
Does Gambia have even psychologists?
They do.
Gambia have a
They do.
They
Yes,
do.
they do.
They have these things in place.
They do.
If you don't, the fact that you don't
Hospitals,
they
Leila.
have
If you go to
hospitals.
major
Okay, I
hospitals,
don't
you
know.
get them there.
I don't know about
Because
it.
you're not-
Okay, if I don't know about it, what makes you think someone else would know about it?
Well, we know about
Leila,
it.
if something
you're
is wrong with
educated,
you,
If you're no,
if
it's not
something
about
is wrong
being-
with you, nothing is stopping you from
from
finding
looking for
out.
help.
Where there's a will,
There's
there's
nothing
a way.
stopping you.
Okay, you know what, right?
Stealing is wrong. Raping someone is wrong.
We
Stabbing
all
people is wrong.
know.
Taking people's property
Okay,
is wrong.
do
What
you
is
know
wrong
what?
with these
Okay,
people?
I
You know
wonder
what
how
I think
people
we should
sleep. I wonder how people sleep at night doing certain activities.
If you
But then
were fine
again-
with it, I have no idea
But
why
then
you
again,
people
I
sleeping.
wonder what the country is like. Our president is not doing anything about it. Aside from our president, let's go back to our local government.
If the
Who
president
is
doesn't
even-
know what
who
is
is even
happening,
sitting-
Leila,
if he doesn't know what is
Leila,
happening,
Leila,
he
you know what
should
the
by
thing is,
now.
right? Since the president
I mean, there's
Wait.
call gets
Wait.
in my house.
Wait.
no, he should know by now.
I said call
Maybe
gets.
he's not aware of it because these are matters that is happening one by one recently, popping up. But
No,
at least
Tutie, let me just make one thing clear, right?
let me find an excuse for him.
No, you guys cannot.
Because he
wait,
is
wait.
focused on his
Wait,
3
wait,
years.
No. Let me just
Do
say this.
something for the country at least. The youth,
That
we
is
are so getting messed up right now. Do something for us. You have children. You have nephews, nieces.
You have family
Siblings.
members that
You
are
guys don't
something.
get this. The
Okay.
3 years is not the issue here. Since our own president got into government, right, he was scared to talk to his own security people because he said they were supporting the former government. He was afraid to go and approach them because he was scared. No, listen, he was scared. He was genuinely scared of what they might do to him. So because of that, he was using our funds on keeping the ECOMOG here, right? That is why they stayed here for so long, firstly, right? And the fact that someone went and pointed that out to him, that he should go and approach the security people and make them his own. If our own president does not have the courage to fight his own fears and talk to the security people, what makes us think he can put the same security people to save the country if he doesn't think they can
He
keep him
should.
safe?
Because no,
he
Leila,
allows.
if you know, you have the command to say I will stay there
Chief
for 5
Commander
years.
of the
If
Armed
you
Force.
know you have the command to say I will stay there for 5 years, then you should know I can command
He
these people to take care
does
of
not
this
have
country.
the boldness.
I can command these people to make sure
Then what
that
makes
they
you
go
a
around
leader?
every
Who
night
is a
or at
leader?
least be around in
Who
this
is
area.
a leader? A leader is someone who is
Because
able
you
to
already
go
took
and
power,
face
then take charge of your power.
You have the power and the mandate.
Leila, we all know that what
Right now, no, what is pissing me off now is like, there's this story I just heard recently. There's a particular boy that goes to house from house knocking, begging for water and all that. And you know how we Gambians are. We water and food is something we just give out of our pure heart. Like we don't care. No matter where you come from, in Gambia here, you will have food, you'll have water, and you'll have a place to sleep. And if someone comes to your house and tell you, look, give me water, I'm thirsty, a normal Gambian person will give you water. And you are the same person who called the other robbers, like literally they will have guns on your head.
You know what?
And rob you at night.
You know what?
Just because you're being kind.
You know what? The fact that we know about all these things, right? I think that's enough for us. Since we are speaking about this,
Do you know the thing is?
I know. No wait.
This is just us saying what we experienced.
I know this hurts every
This country
Gambian out
is
there.
there's so
Messed
many
up,
people.
man.
Wait,
There's so many people. If they all are to say their experiences,
Billahi, Gambia will shut up.
So you know what we should do? I think we should not just sit here and talk about this. Let's go out. You know, Oli tweeted about it. Let us go on Twitter. Let us go on Facebook. Let us go on Instagram. Let us gather as much
Tweeting
people as we can.
about it.
No,
what will it do?
No, you don't understand. Let us gather as much people as we can. If the president cannot fight for us, we are going to fight for ourselves.
Man, let's stop this. Let's put measurement. Okay, Tutie, you were robbed, right? You know how scared you are. Women that, especially women and children.
I think we've learned a great lesson today, and we have to stand for ourselves.
Especially as women and children, we are very, very vulnerable. Let's go learn some karate, man. Let's go learn some taekwondo.
Get a pepper spray.
Get pepper
Make
spray.
sure
Walk with the
you
knife,
are ready.
man. Walk with
You
the
know what?
Make sure.
Like, let us go and talk to people and gather our pepper spray. Let us go for a taekwondo class and get out of here. What is sitting here doing for us?
Because if you were not gonna be secured by those people who are in charge, then
You who is scared to go?
it's not like they born you.
Tutie,
They are not your mother and father.
your
They
cabo.
can't take care of you then.
Drink your cabo.
Is this gonna make me feel better?
Yes, it is. Drink it. Let us go.
Actually, can I get my phone now? And my
You will get a better food.
perfect
We'll go
mindset
for
back?
you.
Yes.